This video is sponsored by PotownStore.com, the best place to get yourself some TCGO code cards. Whether you're looking for that last card to complete your online deck or just to get the latest booster packs in town, they literally have everything. You can use the coupon code ZapDoesTCG to get 5% off your next order. Also, this video is sponsored by CARDMARKET.com. CARDMARKET is a European platform where you're able to buy and sell cards to people all across Europe. I personally use it every single day, and you can use the referral name ZapDoesTCG to help support the channel. This video is also sponsored by PLAYMAT.com. This is a website to create your own custom playmat from scratch. You can upload your own unique design or your favorite wallpaper and then turn it into a beautiful playmat. There's a link down below to get 10% off your next order. Last but certainly not least is DragonShield.com. There are links down below for people from the US and people from Europe where you're going to be able to buy sleeves, binders, and deck boxes. And of course, Dragon Shield is the best brand to protect your beautiful cards. I recommend them for every tournament, so definitely check out the links, and it's going to help out support the channel so much. So thanks for sticking around with the commercials, and let's get this video started already. Peace! What's up YouTube, it's ZapDoesTCG here, and welcome back to our TCG video on my channel. On this channel you get daily Pokemon TCG content, so be sure to hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about Gen 9 cards coming to the TCG. That's right, Scarlet and Violet. They are incredible video games with a lot of story behind them, and they are actually pretty good in my opinion. I haven't played throughout the entire video game series quite yet, but it's definitely nice to see a lot of new Pokemon, and those will be coming to the Pokemon TCG very shortly. We're expecting the set to drop during the month of February, which is super awesome. And in this video we're going to be talking about some cards that got revealed because Japan is already getting this set in January, on the 20th of January to be exact. So we see some booster pack artworks and all that good stuff. So if you guys are hyped for the Scarlet and Violet TCG mechanic and block to be introduced to the game, be sure to let me know by slapping the hell out of the like button, as it helps support the channel in many ways. So as you can see here, the legendaries are here on the artwork, booster pack artworks, and they're very good because they will have some crazy abilities coming with them, which we're going to be checking out today. We've checked out on the World Championships that these got like teased, but we didn't see which type they were. We didn't see what exactly they did, but now we're going to be seeing that. And also the Terastal effect is coming into the game, pretty similar to ancient trades back in the days of like Primal Clash, if I'm not mistaken. Those are additional effects slash abilities up onto a card, which are not going to get shut down by stuff like Path to the Peak, if it makes any sense. So let's just check out the new cards, shall we? We start off with Smoliv, one of the people mascot's favorite. Like, of course, look at this. This little olive got like revealed before Scarlet and Violet actually was released worldwide. So just a grass type, 30 damage for a double colorless energy, and that's all it does. Next, we also see that the way that the cards look is a little bit like lighted up. So this is a Growlithe. Cool artwork with a truck behind it, and it does come back with one attack here that states: search your deck for 2 basic fighter energies and attach them to this Pokemon. Unfortunately, it's this Pokemon because you're gonna be accelerating to yourself and then you're gonna get slapped and knocked out. But these are just typical like weak Pokemon that you won't see in the competitive scene, but they are nice to collect. And I also like the lighter shade of these cards. So as you can see, this is a fire type, but they have a new way of showcasing the cards. If you can see it back to back with the green here as well. So we have the darker part and then the lighter part is like the diagonal here, showcasing that you have the lightest green and the darker green. So a new way of printing the cards. They always do that with every new block. You should check out the Heart Gold and Soul Silver cards. Those, in my opinion, are the best looking regular cards, if I'm being honest. So moving forward, we have our first EX card, Arcanine EX. And as you can see, EX cards are the cards that have been printed in 2003 with the Ruby and Sapphire set, because they are small caps, not like big caps, not capital letters, small letters, EX. These actually have to evolve from their weaker basic Pokemon. So you cannot have like Arcanine EX be a basic Pokemon. If it's like an evolution Pokemon, it needs to evolve. So that's what we see here. This little Growlithe from 90 HP will turn itself all the way to 280 HP with the Arcanine EX. And it is crystallized, as you can see here, with the Terastal. And it has, of course, on the upper here, this text stating that this Pokemon doesn't take any damage from attacks while it's on the bench. And these are very similar to ancient traits back in the days of Primal Clash, as I was saying, like Omega Barrage or the Delta effects going around. If you guys were around during those days, let me know in the comments down below. Let's get a discussion started and reminisce about the good old days. I think those were X and Y's days, if I'm not mistaken. Now, is it going to be slapping enough damage? So we see here a Raging Claws, 30 damage plus 10 more for each damage counter on this Pokemon. So the thing here is it does require 2 fire energies. We are currently still not having Welder back, so it's going to be pretty hard to power it up. And you can also see that it's weak to water, so if Palkia still around with, of course, the Articuno Paralysis shenanigans, you will have a bad matchup against that as well. Also, considering the fact that your low HP Pokemon has 90 HP, which can get Radiant Greninja sniped, which is always something to worry about. His other attack here is slapping 250 damage and discard 2 energy from this Pokemon. So, a very mediocre card. We're in a format right now where Meloetta slaps 200 and bazillion damage turn 1. Going second, and there's also Lugia by turn 2. They're one-shotting anything in the game, so this is not that great, to be honest. But if we remember back in the days of Ruby and Sapphire, the first EX cards they printed was like Chansey, Hitmonchan, Lapras, Electabuzz. Those EX cards actually didn't see a lot of play, if not at all, because they were really weak and they gave up 2 prize cards. So they always like test out these new mechanic cards by printing like cards that are actually not that good. We've seen it before with the GX mechanic, so they're printing like not the best GXs first, and then when the format develops, they print like busted GX cards like Boss Avalon GX. So yeah, here we have our first Terastal EX card. Arcanine, also a fan favorite, by the way. Cool to see that. Now we have the Magnezone EX, which also got revealed already. This got revealed at Worlds, 330 HP. So I suggest everybody getting themselves some rare candies, because if these EXs have this amount of hit points and only give up 2 prize cards, rare candy will be totally busted. If you're able to get your little Magnemite all the way to a Magnezone EX with 330 HP, you're just going to be running 4 rare candies. That's going to be the thing. And this is going to be able to slap the Energy Crush, 50 damage for every energy attached to your opponent's Pokemon. So that is just for 1 Lightning Energy, and a second attack for 2 Lightning Energy slaps 220, and you slap 30 damage to yourself. So still not the greatest damage output, because 220 damage is not enough to knock out V-Star Pokemon. So we're going to be having a format where V-Stars are still going to be running around rampant. Of course, there's powerful V-Stars like Lugia V-Star, Palkia V-Star, Arceus V-Star. All these V-Stars are not going to get knocked out by the Pulse Launcher, so that makes me wonder here. Also, you do have 330 HP, but you require setup. Way more setup than Vs turning into V-Stars, because Vs typically have 220 HP. The regular Pokemon have like 60 or 70 HP, so you're gonna be weak against like spread mechanics, weak against like Cramorant in the Lost Zone boxes. So I still don't know how to feel about these EX cards. They will need to bring out the best ones in future sets, because at this moment Magnezone EX doesn't look that promising, as well as the Arcanine EX. Not want to be a downer on these fellas, but yeah, the format is just too powerful as we have it right now. Moving forward is Pawmi. Yeah, Pawmi is a very cool looking Pokemon. The evolution is a little bit in the video games, because not a lot has changed quite a bit, but no spoilers there. So we have this little fella being able to paralyze the opponent's active with its first attack, flipping a coin, however. Next is going to be Miraidon EX. This is a basic Pokemon, so now we're at it. Basic 220, so very similar to V Pokemon, but this is a lightning Pokemon coming back with a powerful ability, the Tandem Unit. Once during your turn, you may search your deck for 2 basic lightning Pokemon and put them onto your bench. This is such a great setup Pokemon. You can use this Miraidon EX, get out Regieleki V, Regieleki V. So the following turn you evolve them into Regieleki V Maxes and slap huge damage with the attack here, Photon Blaster. You can also get out some Mareeps. We saw that the Fluffy box did really well at the Brisbane Regionals, so yeah, you can get out lightning Pokemon instantly from the deck. So get out your Mareep so you can have Fluffy with Dynamotor. Get out your Regieleki so you can dish out more damage. And this also can search out itself, if I'm not mistaken, because it is not hindering by the text on it. So you can Miraidon EX, get yourself another Miraidon EX and a Mareep, and then use the other Miraidon EX to get yourself 2 more Mareep. So everything's possible with Miraidon EX. Very similar to the way we've played before with Hoopa EX. Who remembers Hoopa EX getting out some Shaman EXs from the deck? Pretty similar. It's going to be used because that ability is actually pretty strong. Now we have Koraidon EX. Look at this one. Very hungry. Fighting type 230 for a basic is on the higher end, to be honest. And also comes back with an ability. Once during your turn, you may attach up to 2 basic energy cards from your discard pile to your basic fighting Pokemon in any way that you like. If you do this, your turn ends. So on the first turn, you're not able to use supporters, you're not able to attack, so this might actually be great to set up a very powerful fighting type Pokemon instantly. We do have ways to get fighting energies in the discard pile. There's Trekking Shoes, there's of course the Ultra Ball, the Quick Ball, which can get them in the discard pile. So this actually might be powerful to set yourself up. I wonder which fighting type Pokemon we're going to be pairing Koraidon EX with, but these have synergies under themselves. The Miraidon is able to pair itself with Regieleki VMAX and the Flaffy from Evolving Skies. And this is the Koraidon EX, which will pair itself up with any fighting Pokemon that I cannot think of right now. The problem is it is weak to Psychic, so Mew VMAX is still going to be very hungry to eat that up. So maybe a fighting type Pokemon that's weak to Grass could be the best partner for it. Then we have Lechonk, everyone's favorite pig Pokemon. Let's go. Your opponent switches their active Pokemon with one of their bench Pokemon. So you just have a Repulsive Stench. Cool attack name, not gonna be a powerful card, but nevertheless. Also, Professor's Research is back. We're seeing Turo and Sada from the video games, respectfully. I wonder if they're gonna have some full art cards for these as well. They are looking very cool. Looks like Professor's Research has the G regulation mark, will be around for at least 3 more years. So get your whatever research you want. You can have whatever research you want. They're not planning to rotate them anytime soon, which means we're gonna have like Sycamore being legal as well as Professor Oak. You can have all these different full arts of different researches in your deck. If you don't do that, that's just very hard to price check, but they are beautiful regardless. Then we have Ultra Ball with the G regulation mark. If you're having gold Ultra Balls, you're in luck. Maybe you have them from the Plasma series. These are not rotating. As a matter of fact, they're actually going to be legal for 3 more years. So Ultra Ball going to be around in the format as a staple card because Quick Ball will be leaving the format as we haven't seen a reprint anytime soon. So with Quick Ball moving around, people will grab towards Battle VIP Pass and Ultra Ball. Moving forward is the Beach Court, very similar to the Sky Arrow Bridge back in the days of Next Destinies. Yeah, I still remember all those sets because I've been playing the game for way too long. It's still so much fun. So what do we have here is the retreat cost of each player's basic Pokemon has 1 Carlos energy less. This opens the door to some specific Pokemon, like the Mew from Celebrations now has free retreat, so you can circle around Mews a little bit easier. Other Pokemon that I can think of that have like a 1 retreat cost now have a 0 retreat cost, so that is going to be very impactful for specific archetypes. What else can I think? I'm only thinking about the Mew from Celebrations, but there's definitely like more support Pokemon that could be making use out of this one. So it's an interesting stadium card and will be used definitely with the Baby Mew engine. Definitely because Scoop Up Net is moving getting out of the format very shortly. I don't still know when the rotation is. They say early 2023, so that's what it is. There's also going to be some EX starting decks with Lucario, Ampharos, and Mimikyu respectively. So these are 60 card starter set EX decks that are going to be featuring some of these cards. They're not going to be very good cards. There's not going to be like the boxes we've gotten before with like the Mew VMAX boxes and stuff. They are not going to be that powerful, but they still come with some interesting cards. We have Sprigatito, yeah, if I pronounce that correctly. Cool looking cards. We have a Riolu. They're actually not that powerful, but it's so cool always to see these artworks around. Definitely loving artworks on Pokemon cards. Lucario EX. This looks very similar like Lucario EX back in the day. Now that I think about it, I really want to check that out. Let's go to Limitless and check myself some, I don't know, Lucario EX. Looks very similar of artwork to me. Yeah, that looks very similar, right? So you see this Lucario over here. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, this Lucario looks kind of a little bit similar. Yeah, another Lucario. Lucario is also one of the fan favorite Pokemon. So we have 260 HP, 2 prize Pokemon. It does need to evolve from a small little Riolu, so it's always going to be tricky. I wonder how spread will work in a format where people will need to evolve weak HP Pokemon. I'm afraid of like turn 1 only getting 1 Riolu out and then they like boss with the Cramorant and just slap you. We have Low Kick, 60 damage, and then Aura Sphere, 160, and this attack does also 50 damage to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. This is a high maintenance attack and probably is not that good, also having the Psychic weakness. So as mentioned, the early phases of the EX cards do not look very promising and good, but that's always going to be a good thing. Maybe they're gonna slow down the format. That could also be a way why they're printing out some weak, I'm not gonna say weak, but weaker Pokemon than we have currently available. We have Fuecoco. Look at that one. There's Mareep with 60 HP. Yeah, and there's a Flaffy. You don't want to have this Flaffy. We have a Flaffy with Dynamotor. I think it's still gonna be legal. I think the rotation will be Battle Styles on, but could still rotate a little bit further because we haven't had a rotation since like forever. Next is Ampharos EX. 330 HP, on par with the Magnezone EX. 4-1 energy, 60 damage. Still not very good to be honest, because we had Donphan Prime back in the days of Heart Gold Soul Silver. That is almost 10 years ago. Slapping 60 damage for 1 energy as well. So, and that was a 1 prize Pokemon. So I'm not too sure about this Ampharos. Also, it has the attack Lightning Tail, 140 damage. You may discard 2 energies from this Pokemon if you do slap 100 more. A reasonable attack. So you can have your Dynamotor situations going, but you will need to switch time and time again, which makes it very hard to pull off a back-to-back. So you will need to have a lot of switch cards. You're playing a stage 2, you have the stage 1 Flaffy. Of course, the Flaffy with Dynamotors could be your stage 1, so you technically have like maybe a 4-tree line or something where the Flaffies have the Dynamotor. But sometimes you want to evolve the Flaffy, so I'm not a believer of Ampharos EX, but the artwork looks very cool nevertheless. We have the Quaxley, just a common card. There's a Mimikyu EX, we also got teased with that at Worlds. A basic Pokemon, 190 HP on the lower end here. 30 damage, and you may switch this Pokemon, one of your bench Pokemon. So a hit and run Pokemon, you slap, you go to the bench, promote something like a Miltank or whatever. Yeah, now that I think about it, I want to check here. Is Miltank going to be nerfed with all these EXs coming in the format? Miltank from Astral Radiance, let's check it out. Prevent all damage done to this Pokemon from opponent's V. Yeah, it's gonna get nerfed because EXs come to the format. Same goes for the Serena, which can gust up V Pokemon. It's gonna be very getting worse because of the fact that EX has joined the format. Also, its attack here, Energy Burst, 30 damage for each energy attached to both active Pokemon. X-Ball, he wants to be X-Ball so bad, but in a format with Pokemon having like 280 plus HP, it's not going to be doing all that much. We have Nimona. They've done you wrong, Nimona. Just a hop for 3 cards. Just a bad supporter, so bad. But the full art might actually be something people will desire to collect. Next is Cyclizar EX promo card. So let's see here. Cyclizar, yeah, I am still new with the names, excuse me. So we have 210 HP, Carlos type, 30 damage, search deck for a basic energy attached to this Pokemon, and then its other attack, 180 damage, and you cannot attack. So, yeah, my first opinion on the EX cards, they have power scaled it back. They are not that powerful. They are not the new Lugia V-Star or Mew V-Max. They're not on that power level, unfortunately. So we'll see what they do to the format. Of course, we're gonna have still a very fast and consistent format with Research and Ultra Ball still sticking around for a couple of years. So I wonder how this format will develop. I do love Koraidon EX and Miraidon EX. They still have sleeping potential to, of course, get some stuff going. I also wonder what the upcoming Terastal effects will be. At this point, this is just protecting itself from the bench. Hopefully, there's going to be like a way you can attack twice or different effects they're going to be implementing into the game. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video of the run through of the cards that got revealed over in Japan for the upcoming Scarlet and Violet base set. If you guys enjoyed this video, you know what to do. You just have to slap the hell out of the like button. It helps out so much. Only takes 1 tiny second of your time. And subscribe for more Pokemon TCG content on a daily basis. Have yourself a fantastic rest of your day. And before you go, let me know your favorite card that we showcased today, as well as your opinion on the Terastal effect. as well as the lowercase EX cards that have been revealed. Have yourself a fantastic rest of your day. I'll see you guys tomorrow for more Pokemon TCG epicness. Peace!